Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am talking about 5 reasons why my boyfriend's approach worked. I'm hoping that this is giving you guys some really actionable advice when it comes to getting dates from women, because what I'm hearing from you guys is that that's sort of the hardest thing to overcome. I've told this story only a handful of times as far as how me and my boyfriend met, and so I'm going to go in depth a little bit more again today, but I'm going to tell you details that I've actually have never talked about. And it's funny because I had this video planned and it is currently the day after Christmas as I'm filming this, and I really can't call him my boyfriend anymore because he's my fiance. For those of you that haven't seen the news, we are now engaged. It's still, I'm getting used to saying fiance though, so I'm sure I will make a mistake somewhere in this video. Okay, so the 5 reasons why my fiance's approach worked when it came to gaining my interest. We're gonna do a countdown. I think that the last one is really the most important piece. It's sort of the piece that has to be there, and the rest don't matter if it's not. And I'm really being very honest with you guys. So hang in there for the last one. As always, leave a comment and let me know if you agree or disagree. Number 5, he was a little bit of a mystery to me because he didn't post his entire life on social media. I think that's really important for men. I don't think that it matters as much for women. I think that that's not a turnoff for guys. Let me know otherwise if you disagree, but I don't think that you guys look at a woman's social media and you're looking for things to like disqualify her. But women do not think that way. They actually do that. They will look at your social media and they will look for reasons that they are not interested in you actually. So they're looking for things that will disqualify you from being able to take her out on a date. This is why you got to follow the motto, less is more. Less is more. So it doesn't mean that you have to delete everything from your social media, but what you could do is just change the privacy settings, So if you're not friends with her on social media, then she will look at your page and she'll only be able to see the things that you make public, essentially. And I know it's kind of annoying that people make decisions so early on when it comes to dating and who they're interested in based on social media posts, but I really think that's just the reality of today's day and age. And so do yourself a favor and, just don't post too much and don't post your entire life. Be a little bit of a mystery. I think the other nice part of this is not only is she not seeing these things that will disqualify you, but you will naturally find out more about each other through conversation. It'll make the conversation a little bit more rich. It'll be more natural because you're really truly learning about each other in a more fluid way. Number 4, no selfies. He did not have any selfies anywhere. If you have a lot of selfies like just of yourself, I would make sure that they're not posted to social media, and I would not send that to her as the photo that you're sending so that she knows what you look like. I would send photos that have already been taken of you in a group. I know that guys don't really have many photos of themselves oftentimes when they're single. So, even if last resort, you set the camera up on a timer and just step away from it and take a picture of yourself that way, that will be better than a selfie. I'm interested to know what you guys think if this holds true for women too. I wonder if in today's day and age, because we've been like selfieified and it's just been so much, and I think that there's a lot of selfishness that is exuded when you have a lot of that, on your page, or you're just putting out that energy more so. I think that even a lot of men will find that to be unattractive. So let me know if you agree or disagree. But if you see a lot of selfies on a woman's page, do you find that to be like a little bit of a turnoff? Number 3, a long message telling me what his intentions were. This was absolutely key, and it will be key for any woman that has a lot of interested parties, a lot of messages, potentially a lot of men telling her that she's beautiful and focusing on her physical appearance and giving her compliments. You will stand out if you don't do that and you just really try to be yourself and you tell her what your intentions are. I think that that shows a lot of confidence. And that is exactly what I felt when I received the message from my now fiance, that he was just so confident that he sent me a message even before I accepted his friend request. And he told me, kind of in summary, a little bit of his situation and what he wanted. And then also at the tail end of that, he completely took all pressure off of me. He said something to the effect of, if you want to message me back, cool. If not, that's cool too. And he made me feel like no pressure to respond. So even that final sentence made me feel like he had a high level of confidence. That to a woman that's very attractive. Number 2, I was able to see with the messages and the little bit of communication that we had early on, and based on his social media, that he could fit in what I wanted. What I mean by that is that it was obvious that he was a family man. You know, he wasn't out partying, or at least he wasn't partying and like posting a bunch of those photos. And on the flip side of that, I also made sure that I was exuding that same energy, you know, that I was not partying it up and posting photos of just that. I was also living this consistent lifestyle that I wanted in myself and in a partner. And one of the questions that I get often from men is, you know, asking about their social media and if they should remove photos of even like their exes. One example of this is that his Facebook profile picture was actually of his daughter, who was 2 at the time. And he, on his page, actually had left up like all of the pictures that included his daughter, even when his ex was in the photos. And so I think that that's actually a positive thing that you guys should do, is to leave photos up of your exes. Like, you really don't need to take those down, because it can have a very positive effect from women that end up looking at your social media that you're in communication with, that also like kind of want that for their future. They see that like you're kind of capable of that. It just makes it more believable, you know, not that they think that you'd be lying, but it just puts more of a picture in their head. Lastly, number 1, guys, this is where I am going to be fully honest, and I think that you guys are going to see that and you're going to believe it. And if you disagree, you can still leave that in the comments. But number 1, I was attracted to him. Now, women will have different degrees of attraction. There will be like a maybe I'm attracted, and a like definitely yes I'm attracted. But then there's also the no, I'm definitely not attracted. So for that group of women that see you as that no, I'm not attracted, it really doesn't matter, guys, what you do. When you get rejected, there's sometimes just nothing that you could do differently to change that. And obviously you want somebody that is attracted to you. And I think that's why so many men handle that very well. I think most of you will already tell me, yeah, I already knew this. Leave it in the comments though. That is it. Guys, I will see you next week.